Hello, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys, where we teach the little guy and girl how to utilize charts to manage their own trades and investments. What do I mean by the little guy and girl? Well, we just had two directives signed halting the implementation of a rule that requires financial advisors to act in the best interests of their client. Let that sink in a little bit. The big wigs on Wall Street can play with your retirement and hard-earned money without your best interests at heart. We currently have hundreds of members taking charge of their financial future, and we would love for you to come check out a free week with no credit card required to see if our services would be beneficial on your path to financial independence as well. What we offer, we have a separate course of over 5 hours in length on when to enter and exit positions. And in terms of what we do daily, we have nightly videos, key levels updated each morning before the bell, 2.5 hours of live daily webcam coverage in the morning and in the afternoon, and over 7 hours of educational videos. All of these links can be found in the description of this video. Come check us out. Thanks for watching. Let's get on to the technical analysis. Checking in on the biotech sector, XBI, IBB, CLVS, AGN, and VRX. I know VRX is a pharmaceutical, but they trade very correlated. So XBI, awesome move for the bulls. So what we saw was a bullish reaction to Trump last week. And normally we're used to bearish reactions in the sector to politicians, but a nice surprise. The bulls saw a 4% move, and what stood out was the healthy consolidation, very contained after that 4% move. If we saw a 2% pullback after that 4% move, we obviously would not be looking as strong, but it was a nice little bull flag of consolidation, continuation, and then we did get hit with some downside a couple days ago when the press secretary talking about Medicaid, we had a dump. There was high bull volume at the bottom of that dump, and the bulls bought that dip in a big way, and another healthy consolidation period and another breakout to higher highs. So the bulls are in absolute full control of the biotech sector. It was a lead bull today. Even with the S&P 500 at all-time highs, biotech sector stood out as one of the strongest things we were watching. The resistance I'm looking up at 67.77, the high from mid-November, and we are above the upper Bollinger Band in breakout mode. How did we know to be looking bullish on the biotech sector? Well, it was the weekly chart breaking a clear higher low, lower high pattern. When we broke 65.95 last week, that was the signal that this tightening pattern broke to favor the bulls on increasing bull volume. And now we're seeing the follow through of that bull break. So the next clear resistance level is 68.14 and then up to 69.19. So the bulls are looking great on the biotech sector. IBB is lagging behind a little bit. This is the NASDAQ biotechs. And you can see we haven't broken the high of January 10th yet, where XBI is well above that high of January 10th at this point. So still resistance for IBB at 287.17. No surprise, as in all of 2016, IBB was a bit of a laggard and just a bit weaker than the S&P 500 bulls of XBI. Weekly time frame has not broken the lower high pattern yet. We have that 287.17 resistance that has to break. Clear higher lows, clear lower highs still in play, but we are on the verge of that bull break. CLVS has been one of the strongest individual bull names, and we've been watching it since this consolidation back here where we bounced off the middle Bollinger Band. Well, we just consolidated again, and we bounced off the middle Bollinger Band support again, and we held $60 support. So why $60 was important to me is we had a little consolidation here. We bounced off $60 to the dot, and then we continued higher and hit a higher high. Then we pulled back again, and in order to maintain higher lows, we need to keep $60 support to keep our strongest uptrend. And although we broke that level, we closed at $60 on the dot, never closing below that level. And then the bulls showed up in a big way on some buyout rumors yesterday and nice continuation today. We're looking up at 67.16 as resistance. And the weekly time frame, you see the bulls buying the dip, and we've been very strong, and it's because we're filling the gap here. There is a very significant lack of previous price history resistance in this range, and the bulls have been seeing a really strong 5 weeks in a row because of that fact. AGN, another breakout bull, and extremely strong. And we were watching this breakout. Look at the 100-day moving average resistance. Rejection time and time again. This day right here is when we started following AGN a lot closer, and then the breakout, big time move for the bulls to the upside. A little bit of profit taking today from 249.64, just below that 250 psychological resistance level. Still above the upper Bollinger Band in breakout mode, but want to be a little bit weary. If we do lose this upper Bollinger Band, we will look for normal healthy consolidation after such a significant run. So that bull break was very clear, breaking this lower high pattern, normal healthy contained consolidation, just waiting for that bull signal, and it certainly followed through in a really strong way. And here on the weekly time frame, you can see that nice little bull flag of consolidation, holding that weekly middle Bollinger Band, and then a spike in bull volume and a big time bull move. In order to break the lower high trend, we're going to have to get above 261.27. So still a lot of work to do for those bulls, and we're battling the weekly upper Bollinger Band resistance of 246.40. VRX is getting interesting now. The 50-day moving average becoming support is a great sign for the bulls, and for me, it's all about the weekly time frame. This exponential resistance has been driving the price down for the past 4 or 5 months, and the last bounce attempt, let me zoom in here so we can get a better view, but the last bounce attempt, we rejected from those exponential resistances, unable to get above them with a big upper wick, and then we pulled back and formed a higher low. So at this point, we have our higher low in place. I'm looking at $13 and $13.16, and here we are about to close. Tomorrow, if we close above $14.91, we turn that all exponential moving averages into support for the first time since back in September. So 5 months with all those levels as resistance. If we turn them into support, I'm looking up at 1567 and then 1755. There is nice upside. Could see an easy further 10% from where we currently stand as long as we maintain these higher lows and higher highs on the daily that have just started forming now. So key support on this little consolidation, 1414. Bulls want to hold that level and continue to form higher lows and higher highs. So the biotech sector as a whole is looking great for the bulls. The S&P 500's at all-time highs. And these individual names, there's certainly a handful of individual names looking great. GWPH is another one. I covered that one in a different video, so I didn't add it here. But GWPH looking good. And that's that. Thanks for watching. We'll check back in soon. Have a great night.